What's up, everybody? It's your boy Big Sal here. Doing a review on Stevens Transport and their refresher program. I am currently a CDL holder. I obtained my CDL in Florida and went through a basic little poo-poo bullshit, like 40-hour course down at I'm not gonna give a name, but a school down in Miami where it was basically, okay, do these turns, do the bare minimum, we'll pass you and give you a CDL. Great. Got that. After that, I had a real hard problem trying to find a trucking company that would take a shot on me. Thank you to Stevens Transport, for real. Stevens Transport, y'all, the real MVP. But there are some things I want to talk about as far as coming to Stevens and going through their refresher program. I was told by a recruiter, when you get a hold of a recruiter or a recruiter calls you, they're gonna feed you a bunch of stuff. I was told that my hotel was gonna be paid for. I was told that my meals were gonna be provided. Little did I know that that wasn't until I completed my refresher course and went into Stevens orientation. Okay, no big deal. So first day I get here, I get to the hotel at the Luna Lodge. Luna Lodge is, I mean, it's not the Ritz, it's nothing fancy schmancy. You will have a roommate. Anytime they tell you you will not have a roommate is a bunch of horse crap, because you will. You might have multiple roommates. My first roommate had left and went home. He was placed on a medical hold because of health issues. So first day I get here is on a Sunday. I flew in. They were like, oh yeah, we'll pay for your bus ticket. Sorry, but nah. I'm from South Florida and this is in Dallas, Texas. That would have been 20-something hours on the plane, on a bus. I was not about to do that, sorry. And it actually cost me less to pay out of pocket. My ticket was like $162. Meanwhile, we get into, anyway, I get here Sunday, and I don't know what the fuck to do. So, nice lady picks me up from the airport, brings me over to Luna Lodge. Check in at Luna, rooms weren't ready, so you kind of had to sit around a little while. I check into my room. They put me in a room that 2 people were already staying in, so that was a confusion right off the bat. I got into the other room, everything was great. I actually had a little issue with the toilet not working. They came immediately and fixed it. One thing I will tell you about the Luna Lodge is the people here are great. The maintenance staff is damn good. Moved into the new room up on the 2nd floor. So Monday morning rolls around. There's a shuttle that picks you up here. The shuttles run pretty frequently, but they kind of run kind of late sometimes. So you want to make sure that your ass is on a shuttle to get over to the yard, to Stevens Transport yard. So I get on the shuttle, I get off the shuttle. I have no idea where I'm going. Not a clue, because nobody gave me any information. Hey, you're here for school, you're here for orientation. Nothing. My recruiter on the phone called me. My backstep, my recruiter on the phone called me and gave me all the, what to bring and stuff like that. Good, great, grand. I get here, I relax. Sunday, Monday, I don't know where to go. I get off the shuttle over at Stevens Transport. That's the one thing that Stevens is kind of lacking on. I mean, again, I'm not here to bash Stevens or give any kind of a bad review. I'm just giving you my personal experience, and that's all it is. It's not a negative or a positive. So with that being said, I get off, I have no idea. I go into an orientation. I'm not here for orientation, I'm here for a refresher program. I go into the orientation, immediately we're told we can't leave the room. I'm like, okay, this is weird. But they were like, all right, it's time for everybody to do a drug test. Great, no problem there. I get up, I go in a line, tell the guy my name. He's like, dude, you're not supposed to be in here. I'm like, okay, well, where am I supposed to be? So one of the other instructors walks me back over to the other side of the yard on the hill and puts me in the right classroom. My first instructor was meticulous. He was great. He went over everything. And then later on that day, I met with a gentleman who I discussed my past history with as far as driving experience, right? Which I have none. Zero. Zip, zilch, nada. So I come into the refresher program. They tell me it's going to be 3 weeks. So, okay, cool, whatever. They evaluate me and they say that because of the lack of accreditation that my school in Florida had at the time, that they were going to keep me for 3 weeks to go through the refresher course. Great, awesome. I have no problem with that. The more training and the more knowledgeable I am out on the road is way better. That I'm okay with that. I got no beef. So second day, we go through a lot of paperwork. We start learning pre-trip procedure, which I already know, which again, I'm here to learn. I'm not here to be like, oh, well, I went to another school and I learned all that shit. I don't need to know that. No. I'm here to learn, right? So we go through all that, and then that second day we had to be in at 6 a.m. I'm like, why the hell do we have to be in at 6 a.m.? So we go in. Of course, they drug test us. They give us a physical. I presently, at that time, had a DOT medical card from a doctor in Florida. It was not honored at Stevens. When you come to Stevens, you have to go through Stevens physical, and you must pass Stevens physical. If not, you get put on med hold, be it for blood pressure, be it for blood sugar if you're diabetic, be it for sleep apnea, whatever the case may be. So, yeah, you chain smoke a lot here. At least I do. And sorry, I'm just trying to get comfortable. I'm sorry, I'm jumping around. This is the Luna. And it's a nice place. It's been really cold here, but whatever. We're in fucking Texas. I'm from Florida. I'm from Jersey. I'm from Florida. Whatever. So back to physical and all that stuff. They tell me I have sleep apnea, which, okay. That's to be determined, but I got a 90-day medical card, so great. Woohoo. Here we go. So that first week, you're basically in the classroom for the first 2-3 days. After that, they get you out on the yard. They start going over truck parts and the process of a pre-trip inspection. For anybody that doesn't know what a pre-trip is, and you're watching my video for a refresher course, you might want to brush up on that. But yeah. So, and then you get into human trafficking videos and stuff like that, and how truckers, and we're out there and we're supposed to, you know, be aware of it and, you know, report tip line, all this, yada yada yada. So, sorry. Again, Stevens Transport has done me no harm, no wrong, nothing. My recruiter, though, definitely fucked up a little bit when she was like, yeah, you'll come for the 3-week refresher course, then you'll go home for a week, and then you'll come back and do orientation. When I spoke to an individual, they told me that that is false information. You do your 3-week refresher course. You go into, I believe, a 3 or a 4-day orientation, which is pretty intense. It's from like 6 or 7 in the morning to like 8 or 9 at night. I'm not at that point yet. I'll make another video as we progress here. I'm in my second week. This is the end of the second week, so I'm trying to catch up. And I was gonna make a video last week, but I was just like, nah, too lazy. But I go through and I'm learning maneuvers. I've done the maneuvers before, but I've had all the pieces, to put everything together, just never the glue. And Stevens has definitely delivered 100% on providing me with that glue that I needed to to tweak things, to put all the pieces together in order to be a safe and efficient operator out on the road. So that's great. Unfortunately, my roommate left last night rather early. He went back to his home state, and I come back today to a new roommate. You will have a bunch of different roommates. You will have to move rooms probably 2 to 3 times depending on how long you're here, whatever. So it's kind of tough to get real comfortable here. At least that's what I found. I was fortunate enough that, I got my tax return and I rented a vehicle. So I'm not stuck here constantly at the Luna. But the one thing Stevens will do is they have shuttles that will take you to Walmart. It'll take you to the movies. It'll take you to basically anywhere within, like, I think a 5-mile radius, 10-mile radius, something like that. So Stevens does provide everything. They do have laundry here at the Luna. It's $2 to wash, $2 to dry. Meh. But it is on site. I actually haven't used it yet. I'll tell my mom. But so I'm at the point where I'm switching rooms again. It's a little frustrating. It is what it is. But the refresher course, if let's just say, I know guys who have had road I met guys here who had road experience, like 6 months, a year, whatever, driving big trucks. Not my experience, but what they did was they kind of fast-tracked them. A gentleman that I came in with and started with is currently getting ready to leave to go out on the road tomorrow. And he's been here a week and a half, 2 weeks. So, there are some things that change around here. There's apps, they're big here on safety. Stevens is recognized in the country as one of the safest operators. Not like some other carriers who we see their videos where they crash into things and they're just horrible drivers. I don't really have too much to add to this video. I will make another one here soon. When you come to Stevens, be prepared for a lot of hurry up and wait. That happens. The one thing that I have seen, this is not, and I'm just going to tell you what I've seen. I'm not going to tell you, because I've had a great experience. I haven't had any bumps in the road, so to say. I had one, and I nearly had a heart attack. But so one thing I will tell you, if you plan on coming to Stevens and you're watching this video, make sure you have verifiable employment history. A minimum of 3 years of that shit, because they do check, they do call. Also, make sure you can piss clean. I don't know how you expect to drive an 80,000-pound vehicle when you smoke weed, meth, crack, whatever the case may be. That's just not going to happen. Also, make sure that you have all your medical shit in order, because they will put you through the med check, physical, and if you're not up to Stevens standards, you will be placed on med hold. You will not get anywhere near a truck. You will not get to even sit in a truck. That's how serious they are. If you cannot obtain your commercial, your CLP, commercial permit, or whatever the hell they call it here in the state of Texas, you're going to have an issue. You're going to be on med hold, or something's going to hold you back. The one bump in the road or issue that I had was I had a court matter where I had to get a restraining order on someone because that certain someone was physical and she made a lot of threats, and I was out on the yard. I had, the instructors are cool as shit. Most of them, at least all the ones I've had. Week 1 instructor is amazing. Week 2 instructor I had is amazing. These guys are really patient, They're very knowledgeable. But for that situation that was a court matter, they pulled me into recruiting, and they asked me, hey, what's this about? And I basically sat there and I told her, it is what it is. But Stevens will dive into your past. So make sure, number one, you're prepared to explain it. Number two, make sure you have all your ducks in a row before coming to Stevens, because it can be real detrimental. I've seen it happen to my roommate. I think at this point I'm rambling. I'm going to stop with this video. If you have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments down at the bottom. If you feel like it and you want some, because I'm gonna start making videos. I've never done YouTube videos before, so here we go. You can subscribe. If not, whatever. If you just want to watch this video to gain a little information on what my experience and my personal experience of Stevens Transport refresher course or program, whatever you want to call it, has been, then I hope you find this useful. I hope you find it helpful. If not, peace.